Welcome to the live, y'all. Happy Monday, man. Giving it a few moments, as always. Thank you for tapping the like button, by the way. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all tapping that like button. We're just gonna have a little conversation. We're opening it up to Q&A on Mondays. Monday is Q&A day. Got any questions? Bring it on. We'll give it a few moments. And I want to just mention this because I noticed when I was on my other channel and I was viewing some videos that we have on this channel, me and Luna together, that we actually have a hype button now available. So I'll greatly appreciate anybody watching the replay or the live that you guys would hit the hype button. It definitely makes a big impact on who sees the videos and who sees the lives and the shorts and the channel in general. And I noticed like one of our videos have like 20,000. It's been hyped to like 20K, and then another one's been like 13,000. And so if you feel called, what you have to do, anybody watching the replay or the live, there's a look where the chat box is. You have to swipe it to the left, I think twice, and then the hype button will appear. And then you can just tap it and hype videos up on our channel. You get 3 a week, I think, to hype 3 videos a week, supposedly. So it's a new thing now that I guess YouTube is doing. Hi, Holly. How you doing? Welcome to the live. Sending you lots of love. Appreciate you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Louie. That's really cool, man. Yeah, so we get like 3 hypes a week, I guess, per channel or something like that. I think you can do it per channel or something. And it's like a new way to get people's videos seen. Because what I notice is like shorts, they'll promote the shorts and they'll push your shorts out, but then as far as like videos go, that only, I think, for the most part, goes out to your followers. So I don't think you can hype a short. I only think you can hype lives and long form videos. So anybody that has the ability to hype our channel or any videos on our channel, I would greatly appreciate it. If you're watching the replay or you're here live. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, no, I'm not begging. I mean, I'm just asking because a lot of people aren't aware of it either, you know? So it's also about spreading awareness too. I know that a lot of times when I go on people's videos, I sometimes forget to tap the like button, and content creators that remind you and say, "Hey, can you just subscribe or tap the like button?" It's a good reminder. Sometimes I need it. So I'm just doing what we forget, and it is an energy exchange, and I appreciate any form of energy exchange. This this man does nothing but help come sit in this full live. He doesn't sit and beg for talk. He talks. Yeah. I try not to, that's not what I'm here to do. Um, Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. You know, all your kind words make up for the ones that aren't so kind. I appreciate you all, man. I love you all, man. You guys are amazing. This is how we're making the world a better place, you know? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Just as I do for others, and I go on their channel and I support them, and that's how they grow. That's how other people find them. You know, nothing wrong with that. Um, Everything, man, at the end of the day is about our time and energy, which is the most valuable thing we have. And thank you. I appreciate you, Tyron. Um, and whether you're speaking a speech, whether you're exchanging a product, it's all energy exchange, no matter how you look at it. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's fresh apples. It's some apple crisp, I think they're called. And then I put some granola and almond butter. And it's really honestly refreshing and it's light and it's a good way to start your day, man. You don't feel like sluggish. You don't feel like you got this um, you know, this rush of sugar. It's um, and so does anybody have any questions for today? We can deep dive any topic. It's um it's the Q&A today. Hey Benjamin, what's going on, brother? I have done. What questions do you guys have today? Thank you so much, Louie, for the super chat. Wow, you're so kind, man. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, Louie. You're a beautiful soul, man. I appreciate you, man, supporting our mission and purpose here on this planet, you know? And thank you for that. That really is really, really kind. Yeah, blessings to you, brother. Blessings to you. Do you have any questions? I know we talked about a lot on, I think you were on Sunday. I think it was yesterday, actually. And I'm curious, have you tried the breathing technique at all since we talked the last time? Um, if you didn't, that's okay. You know, there's always today, there's always tomorrow, you know. Well, keep going, man. I appreciate that. So are yours, man. And thank you for the donation, the super chat. It doesn't go unnoticed, believe me. It will, in fact, go towards me and Luna's mission and purpose and, you know, everything else. So, um, well, keep doing it, man, because listen, I can tell you right now, the more present you are, the more mindful you are, the more. Another little trick that I did a long time ago that got me to the point where I was more mindful and present is chewing your food till you count to 20 and don't swallow your food till you reach 20 and where it's like actually liquid almost. And that will keep you in the present moment as well. Apples, almond butter, and granola. A very healthy, um, nutrient rich, grounding food, you know, and I feel good afterwards. I don't feel like sluggish or, you know, um, I don't feel tired. I don't feel exhausted afterwards. Yeah, I've been noticing I definitely like this as something to start my day off, you know, but try that as well. Anything you can do to keep you in the present moment, you're going to rewire and retrain your brain. Thank you so much, Louie. Much love to you, brother. You are amazing, man. I am so thankful and grateful to have you a part of the family, and supporting our journey, man. I love you, brother, and thank you. And yeah, I have no words, man. I just am beyond grateful that we have and it's not even about the energy exchange, man. It's just the love that you guys bring. I can feel your energy. I can feel your kindness. I can feel that you want this world to change, you know? And so do we all, man. We all do. And we're all ready and we're all preparing mentally, physically, spiritually. And man, it's happening. I can tell you it is happening. And hey, listen, people are waking up, people are conscious, people are aware, people are becoming more present, people are becoming more receptive to the teachings, these teachings. Whereas 10 years ago, man, you couldn't tell somebody, like, yeah, take your hand and put it on your chest and breathe and focus on your breath, you know, or chew your food, even though people were teaching that for decades. I mean, I started doing it in 2017, 2016. And listen, at the end of the day, man, a lot of times it takes us to really be brought to our knees for us to change. And that's the sad part about it, you know? And, you know, I really feel strongly that that's changing. I know because I've been shown visions and I trust exactly what I'm receiving. And listen, by the way, today, yes, exactly, Louis. I'm a believer that God used you to donate to us and used you to be on this channel and to subscribe, and I'm being used to support you, and you're being used to support me, and we're all supporting one another, and we're all teachers for each other, you know? And yes, I'm a supporter of a higher power. Um, yeah, I've talked about it many, many times. The religious books have been manipulated over and over and retranslated thousands of times, and they're not what, unless someone said it really well, unless you really open your third eye and you're really, really set the intention to read like the Bible or the Book of Enoch or any of these books, these sacred books, you have to really open your third eye and see it from like a higher perspective when you're reading it. Okay, thank you, Louis. Thank you so much, brother. Sending you so much love, man, and support and prayers and healing. And you're in the right place, brother. Trust me, man, when I tell you, you're in the right place. I appreciate you, and welcome to the fam. You really, really have to see it from like a higher perspective when you're reading those texts. Otherwise, you're just going to read it word for word as to how it was translated and from hundreds of different people. You know, the original, who knows if it even still exists, you know? So we have to be mindful. And that's the most amazing thing about things right now, because we're so much more awake and aware and conscious of the things we're doing and the things we're reading and how we're moving in the world versus, and granted, let me just say this, granted, there is thousands and millions of people that are still asleep, that are still unconscious as to the way that they move in the world. And that's okay. They'll either wake up or they'll wake up in another life. Either way, humanity as a whole is so much more conscious. And we're doing things from a conscious state, which are I don't know what you mean, Jeremy. I'm not sure I understand what you mean. What is a higher power? God or something? Can you explain that? Yeah. Of course I can explain it, Benjamin. Higher power, God, divine, prime creator, the creator, which I call God. But we've kind of identified it as different names: the divine, prime creator, God, Jesus, whatever the universe, whatever resonates with you the most. I use God a lot. It was hard for me to use God a lot. I've had to really sit with God numerous times. Literally well over 100 days straight, I've been sitting with God and calling God in. Because for a majority of my existence here as in human form, I've been disobedient. I've been rebellious. Because I'm like, no, I'm not going to let someone tell me what to do, and that includes God, not only God, but like humans too. You know. Oh, too many churches you visit lately, getting big for their genes. I don't know, but in Revelations, it mentions the church being this. It's not everywhere, but it's happening. Yeah, I agree. Well, it's all being revealed. It's being disclosed. So, and you believe in Jesus? Yes, of course. Yeah, 100,000%. I don't look at it. I don't look at Jesus as the way that religion looks at him. I don't idolize Jesus. I don't worship him. I know that he was the Son of God. I know that he came here to shift humanity, shift the collective. He was a catalyst for change, for people to go in their hearts to, and exactly what's starting to happen now. People are becoming more and more spiritual because they're seeing what the churches have done for thousands of years now. And it's changing. You don't need to be religious to pray to God. You don't need to be religious to speak to God, to develop and cultivate a relationship with God. You don't need to be religious for that. And we're starting to realize that that's the only way, is to go lean on God. If you have a problem, if you're experiencing a challenge, it's time for you to cultivate a relationship with God, Jesus, whoever you call on, because we've made it too convenient to, well, when I have a problem, then I'm going to pray to God. When I have a problem, then I'm going to call on God. You know, when I think I can't handle whatever I'm going through, then I call on God. And God wants us to develop and cultivate a daily practice. You know, whether you're doing it in nature, whether you have a place in your home that you do it, whether you go to a sanctuary, all is well, all is good. God's everywhere, you know, and they found a good copy of Enoch in the Dead Sea Scrolls. I'm going to read it after I finish the New Testament. Really interesting. I haven't heard about that, but I'm sure. I know there's a lot of stuff even buried underground that they're going to reveal, especially in Jerusalem. A lot of secrets that have been kept from us, like free energy and all kinds of stuff that we can heal ourselves. Many different things that that we've been kept from and suppressed from. And I talk about this all the time on this channel, and I talk about this all the time on lives. And the most important thing you can do to cultivate a relationship with God is sit in stillness. Be still. Slow down. And that's why so many people are finding themselves being forced into slowing down, where they don't have a choice to let go of the distractions, because the distractions are being taken away. This is no accident. There's no mistakes. It's all divinely timed and divinely orchestrated. Perfectly perfect. So are you believe in Jesus? Thank you. Yeah. I think I said that already. Hello, Poggin. I hope I said it right. Pogan. Pubby. Hopefully I said your name right. So, and I mentioned it earlier when I started the live, and I just want to mention it again, if you guys don't mind. If anybody has the feature to hype a video, we should all be getting that ability to hype people's videos or their content or their channel. And if you swipe, I think it's if you swipe to the left, the chat box, there's a hype button, and you can hype the videos. So I would greatly appreciate it if you tap the like button and you hype our videos or our channel. If you have that, I think we get like 3 abilities to hype different content creators, and it definitely helps the algorithm. It helps us, get these videos out to more people, get the lives out to more people. So if you feel called, you don't have to. I just figure I'd mention it because, periodically throughout the live, I appreciate you tapping the like button. I appreciate you subscribing. I appreciate you hyping our videos if you feel called to. And if you don't feel called, that's okay too. No one is forced to do anything. You can just be watching if that's what you feel called to do as well. And keep the questions coming, guys. And how is everybody's Monday going? No, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad. Yeah. And if you have any questions around it, I'd be glad to explain it even more. See, the one thing I can tell you for certainty is that they don't teach you to be still. That's the one thing that is not taught, because they want you to be as distracted and confused and lost as possible, because then what happens? You're in fear. You're easily controlled. And that's the narrative, So if we can keep you distracted from being still, and I can tell you right now, majority of society, I would say, I mean, man, there's probably like a good 1% maybe that actually sits in stillness. 1% out of 99% of the 8 billion people on this planet are so distracted, and they tell you the answer that I always hear is, "No, I'm too busy." Well, you're too busy, but like, you want help from God, you want help in general. Maybe you don't have food on your table, maybe you're struggling and can't find a job, maybe, I mean, it could be a multitude of things, and yet you can't find 5 minutes to sit in stillness so that you can hear messages from God, from Jesus, from different, even your guides and angels and your higher self. And it's 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 really because, again, we've been conditioned and programmed to be busy, and busyness is important. You got to stay busy, you know. I can't tell you how many people I speak to and I talk about it, and they tell me they don't even have 5 minutes to, oh, like, my week was so busy. Well, God, your guides, your angels, your higher self is waiting for you to cultivate a practice, to sit in stillness, to develop and cultivate a relationship with God. Less than 1%, less than 1% close their eyes and look up in between their brows. You'll be surprised at what you see: a shining star designed to open your heart and bring your fantasies to light. Wow, that's beautiful, Joe. Wow, that's a really beautiful statement. Well, we got some time here today. I'll be on potentially for like another half hour. If you guys got questions, put them in the comments in the chat, and I'd be glad to answer them. As today is Q&A. You know what? For so long in my life, I've walked around and everyone just says, when you ask them something about what they do, or like most people don't even talk about their practices, what they do, what their relationship with God is. Most people just keep everything a secret. And we need more people standing up and sharing what they've gone through, how they overcame it, what their experience was. You know, really, really being raw and vulnerable. That's opening your heart. That's what God wants. You know, we weren't meant to keep these things to ourselves. You know, and that's what creates separation and divide. And it's like, why tear somebody down for what they've gone through instead of lifting them up and being like, wow, what you did, what you achieved, what you overcame, wow, that's amazing. You know, and I love hearing people's stories. I love hearing how your relationship with God is, how your relationship is with your higher self, with your angels. What got you through life, you know, dependent on what age you are and how long you've been here. And, you know, it's interesting, and it's, you know, man, it just shows how strong people are, how strong their soul is. Because, man, I'll tell you what, man, I've said this before and I'll say it again. The times we're living in, man, ain't easy. And give yourself props for like signing up for this and choosing to be here at this time, you know, and especially if you're someone that's gone through the darkness, you know, and you still are, because we're going through it right now, versus there's kids that are being born now or in months from now, and they're not going to go through any of what we went through. Their soul didn't choose that. Their soul choose to be here after everything is all said and done, after we're in the golden age. And sometimes I wonder why I didn't choose that, you know? But you and your ancestors and your lineage, they all knew that you could do it. And that's why you were chosen. That's why you're here right now. That's literally why you're here right now, because you chose to be here, and your family, your soul tribe, chose you over them. "1% from your mind, Joe, and 99% from your imagination." That's what you mean. But imagination is real, Benjamin. That's another thing that we've been conditioned and programmed to believe it's not. And it is. And if you're being shown things like visuals in your imagination, they're not just popping up in your head for no reason. It's your higher self, it's God, it's messengers, it's your angels, it's your guides placing these visuals in your awareness. Why not? I mean, who says I have to do it like everybody else does it? Who says I have to like sit in my kitchen and eat my food while streaming, you know? And I'll say it again, I get the most downloads when I'm in my car. When I'm driving, when I'm sitting in my car, I get tons of downloads, along with being in nature. but I don't do things that everybody else does. Hey, Pro Max, iOS 7, what's good, brother? Because in a car, more privacy for with anything in mind. Yes, that too, yeah. And I like being in nature, and it gives me the opportunity to like have this beautiful view in front of me. If I want to go to the park, I can, like you guys have seen, I'm able to have this beautiful water view in front of me while I eat in peace. It's a peaceful place. There's no distractions. Um, I mean, when you're in your house, you have all these different distractions. Um, I mean, I can go on and on as to why, and I don't choose to do the same thing that everybody else does. So why is it normal to like sit in your kitchen and eat food? You know, how about anything is normal? It's whatever you make whatever you make to be normal. You know, and bottom line is nothing really bothers me as to, you know, I no longer care what anybody thinks, you know. And a lot of people come on and they judge me or they, you know, ridicule me or criticize me, and it doesn't faze me anymore. I'm perfectly, I know who I am, and I'm content with who I am, and I'm so deeply connected to God and my guides and angel, which brings me to another point that I just channeled a message this morning, which you guys will see very soon. I need to edit it and add captions, and I want to kind of split it up into a bunch of different shorts for you, so that like I can put it out so more people can like see it, and then the shorts will connect to the actual video. So I'm going to be working on that hopefully later today, and it'll go out either tomorrow or tonight. I'm not sure yet, depending on if I get it done. But it's almost a 20-minute message channeled by the Divine Council of Nine. And if you guys haven't watched any channeled messages that I've done from them, they're a group of higher dimensional beings that have been observing humanity for thousands of years. And they've been observing humanity even before we incarnated in human form. So they've been observing the planet and everything else, and they've been nudging me for like a while now that I need to channel them. And so this video that's going to go out, so be on the lookout for it. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. They're talking about a lot about extraterrestrial contact. They're talking about, oh, thank you, man. I appreciate you, Benjamin. Yeah, man, you know, listen, I learned a lot from my dad, who chose to go down the path less traveled. He never followed anybody else. He was a leader, and that's what I am. And he passed the torch to me. And I'm here to reach people globally. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm allowing God to use my vessel for good. I've gone through the ringer in my life. I've gone through everything you can think of, just about. I mean, there is some things that I haven't, of course, but everything's just a story anyway. At the end of the day, it's all one and the same anyway. I have a lot of knowledge and experience, and I'm remembering more and more of my past lives. I'm remembering more and more as to why humanity's here, what we all came here to do, and I'm here to assist humanity in remembering who they are, why they're here, and what they came here to do. And my dad showed me numerous times that he didn't follow the packs. He created a new pathway. And that's what I've always done since I came on this planet. And I know why I chose my family, why I chose my parents, why my dad went through cancer 3 times in his life, and healed from it the first time and the second time. Alternatively, his trust and belief was extremely strong. And so getting back to, Martin says, I think like 80% of fast food reviews are done in cars. I don't think you're breaking the true mold as much as you. No, I don't think I am. I'm not saying I am, Martin, at all. I mean, I'm not saying I reinvented the wheel or anything. You know, I mean, yeah, people do it all the time on. I guess I'm just responding in a way that always people come on here saying, "Are you homeless?" and all this other kind of stuff. So, you know, I'm just basically explaining it. I didn't reinvent the wheel. People eat in their car all the time from the beginning of time. I'm explaining why I do it and the reasoning behind why I do it. Those people just do it because it's convenient. They picked up the food, and I'm doing it because it brings me peace. It's less distractive. There's different reasons as to why I do it versus why people go and they pick up fast food and they do a review in their car, because it's convenient. They got the food, they want to eat it right now, they turn the recorder on and they film it. They don't do it because it's calm and peaceful in their car. So I have a different reasoning behind doing it, if that makes sense, Martin. Again, I didn't reinvent the wheel. I'm not like doing something that has never been done before, you know. So I'm just doing it for different reasons, and because I enjoy doing it, and that's enough. So again, I channeled this message, and again, this time though, which has never been, they showed me what they look like. Okay, they said I could share it. So, and interestingly enough, they look like the typical, like, I saw like a white, they're wearing like a white robe, but they have like 3 fingers on each arm. They have like 3 fingers, and they're really long. And they have huge, huge eyes. They're very short, with really, like, I would say skinny bodies, and big heads. Again, it's, you know, a stereotype of like what they show on TV and stuff like that, but you know, still, that's what they look like. That's the Divine Council of 9, and there's one in the middle that's kind of the head, so to speak. And he's like the tallest one, skinny and really tall. And I just saw he's wearing black, like a black hoodie with like a black, versus everybody else is wearing white. You know, I like Traveler. I used my motorcycle to going anywhere I want. I like a lonely, so quietly and comfortable to me. Yeah, Benjamin. I mean, it is, and it's just different, man. And this is what I choose to do, and that's all that matters, you know. You got to do what makes you happy. You got to do what lights you up. You got to do what excites you. And if that excites you, then do it, by all means, you know. So yeah, they brought through like a good 20-minute video on the energies of November, and contact. They went into detail as to why we haven't had contact already, with extraterrestrials, aliens, ETs, whatever you want to call them. Why we haven't had contact, what the holdup is, and that it's happening very, very soon. And I don't mean like fake contact like they've been trying to do. I mean real contact. They're here. They're here all the time. I can feel their energy right now in this car while I'm recording this video. Again, they always are using my vessel. They you know, I have to open myself up because, of course, they don't want me saying things that humanity's not ready for, you know? So even when I'm not, my eyes aren't closed, I'm still channeling. But they're here. I could feel their energies like behind me in the back seat. I could feel them on the left. I could feel them all around the car. They're in the sky. If you go out in the middle of the night, like 3, 4 in the morning, you can see them in the sky. We're getting to the point where we can actually see them. We're getting to the point where we can actually see them because we're raising our frequency and our vibration. And the more and more we, as a collective, raise our frequency and our vibration, people are having sightings. They're either seeing ETs or they're seeing ships or they're being taken up to ships. A couple of years ago, I was going up to the ship multiple times. I haven't done that of recent because I'm not being called to. When I do, I will, of course. But again, don't forget that we're multidimensional beings. And a lot of us are on spaceships right now while we are in this life and in many other lives. And that's another thing that will be disclosed to humanity very soon, that we're living many lives at the same time. The past is not the past because the past is happening right now. The present is not the present because it's happening right now. It's all happening at the same time. So these are all things that are going to be revealed. And disclosure is happening this year and going into 2026. And so we're going to have more contact. We're going to have contact with different races of extraterrestrials. Just as we have different races, so do higher dimensional beings, so do extraterrestrials. There's many different races. Well, yeah, I don't care. That's okay, Martin. It doesn't bother me because it's the truth. And when I say humanity, that includes me too, because I'm a part of humanity. I'm included in the human race, you know, and yes, we haven't been ready for a very long time, and that's why people will say, well, this is supposed to happen on this date, and it doesn't happen because we pendulate back and forth, depending on where our frequency is at. And again, there's still, you know, I'm going to say deep state because that's what a lot of people are using it, the cabal, deep state, you know, all that stuff. The dark forces are still fighting and are still trying to grip on really tight. So in that happening, we pendulate back and forth. So we'll move a few inches forward and then we'll move a few inches back, but we're never going backwards. We're just going back, but we're not backwards. We haven't, like, you know, lost everything that we've learned. It doesn't work that way. You know, we're just taking steps back and then going forward and back and forward. But when we go back, we go forward a few more inches, more than we were before. So we're always gaining, you know, momentum forward. But as a whole, yes, there's a lot of things we haven't been ready for. This shit was supposed to happen back in 2020, and it didn't because humanity wasn't ready. See, the biggest thing that the higher dimensional beings and the angels and guides and everybody behind the scenes, these different space forces and all this stuff, secret space program, all this stuff that is happening behind the scenes that we don't see, they know. And the fact of the matter is they have to pull the trigger at the right time. It has to be exact when they're going to disclose whatever they're going to disclose. Like the EBS, the emergency broadcast system, has to be done at the exact right time. Because if they don't, it's going to be problematic. And if they pull it too soon, or they pull it too not too soon, not soon enough, it's problematic. It has to be at the exact right time. And so, yes, I'm not afraid to admit that we haven't been ready for a very long time. And now, with the light that's coming on the planet from God shining, is blanketing this planet with light, man, we're moving so quickly, so fast, at speeds you can't even imagine. People are waking up left and right, and maybe if I have a good time in December, my plan to climb a mountain, Everest mountain alone. It's so exciting to me. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. So yeah, it's listen, I have no shame in saying that we haven't been ready for contact, but now we're getting very, very close, and it's already been happening. It's already been happening the last few years for a lot of us. Even longer than that. And that's because, again, as I said, also, there's a big percentage of, oh, speed almost came in here. There's a big percentage that are holding the light, that are anchoring that light for the rest. And there's a lot of us that are and have been ready for a very long time. And then there's a lot that aren't. There's a lot that are still very much asleep. And that's okay. As I said, not everybody is going to wake up in this life. Not everybody is meant to wake up in this life. And they will just wake up in another life. And or they chose not to. Because sometimes some are, what I've learned in doing past life regressions and just that whole deep diving, that whole the spiritual aspect of living. Some woke up in a previous life for you, and now it's your turn to wake up. And then they're holding the light for you. And a lot of us too, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, we're leading a lot of souls and human beings out of the darkness into the light. So it's a beautiful thing what's going on right now, and it's a beautiful thing where we're at and where we're headed. And you got to just be optimistic and hopeful, because beautiful things are coming. I promise you that. We're ushering in the golden age, the age of love. We all are. Where we're leading everyone, and we're leading all of humanity into the new earth, the golden age, the age of love. So I want to also mention again, I know I mentioned it in the beginning of the live, if you guys have the capability, which you should if you're on our channel, because we have it enabled, there's a hype button. If you swipe to the left, the chat box, you can hype our video. You can hype this video, and you can hype videos on our channel. If you feel called, of course. I know some people did it already when I mentioned it, and I would greatly appreciate it. I know Luna would as well. Oh, thank you, Tyson. I appreciate that, man. Love you too, man. Love you too, brother. Yeah, so it's interesting that they showed me what the Divine Council of Nine looked like today. I have been channeling them for I don't know how long. It's been a couple years now. Um, yeah, of course, Martin. Of course, just like Bigfoot, just like um, you know all these, just like fairies and unicorns, and again, we've been programmed and conditioned and brainwashed to believe our imagination isn't real and that these things they show us on programs are fake and they're just they're sci-fi, so to speak. And no, it's farthest from the truth, man. Yes, it's real, of course. um, so yeah, they showed me the Divine Council of Nine today. I got to see what they look like, and it was really neat. And I just saw that one, the main guy. I don't want to say guy because they're not really, they don't really have gender. The main higher dimensional being, let's say that he was wearing a black like hoodie, and and the rest were wearing white, and they were like they were in a line, they were in a lineup, and of course there's 12 of them. Um, so So yeah, with that being said, man, we're in some exciting times, man, and you just have to use discernment. You have to really pay. Oh yeah, so getting back to the hype button, if you have the hype button, please hype our videos on our channel. If you feel called to, you get like 3, I think, per channel per week that you can hype. So I would greatly appreciate that. I know Luna would as well. If you go to the chat area and you swipe to the left, I think it is. You'll have the option to tap a hype button, um, and tap the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I would greatly appreciate it. I appreciate you all. This talk has been amazing, and thank you everyone for. Oh, Luna pulled up. Hey, Luna, how's it going? What's good? What's good, Luna? Luna Light is here. So, happy Monday to everybody. This has been an awesome and amazing Q&A. Thank you for the super chats from Louis. He sent multiple super chats. I am so grateful and appreciative and thankful. And thank you, Louis, for that. It goes a long way. It's supporting me and Luna's adventure, mission, purpose here, and forever thankful and grateful for your energy exchange. And also, if you have Facebook, please follow us on our Facebook page because we're wanting to get to 100 followers on Facebook so we can go live on there. So it would be greatly appreciated if you would just follow us on our Facebook page. We do post content there as well. We're on TikTok, we're on Instagram. You can follow us on all social media platforms at Daren and Luna. And go to our website, sign up for our free newsletter at www.darenandluna.com. You can also read about all what we do. If you want to book a 2-in-1 session, you can do that as well. You could join our school membership platform, which is only $26 a month. We have Zoom calls, we have community calls, we have singing and drumming circles, we have prayer circles, we have tons and tons of content, light language activations, and crystalline soul healing. And we do breath work, and the list goes on and on. We're cultivating the New Earth School, hopefully in the near future, to have it on acres and acres of land, a school of remembrance. And yeah, thank you everybody for this morning, this beautiful call. I appreciate you all. It's been truly a blessing and amazing. That is our Facebook page, everyone. You can click that link. And you can follow us if you feel called to. And like I said, you can sign up for our free newsletter. You can join us on all social media platforms at Daren and Luna. It's a beautiful day today. Get yourself out. I don't know, maybe it's not in your area, but it's beautiful here. Get yourself out in nature if the sun's out. It's bringing in codes and activations to support you. Spend some time in stillness, connecting with God. It is so vital and so important. as much stillness as you can find in your day is important. You have to take yourself away from these distractions. And the only way, again, it's recreating a new habit. So yes, it's going to be uncomfortable at first. Yes, you're not going to like it. Yes, you're going to reach for your phone and want to go on social media. Yes, you're going to want to turn on the TV. Yes, you're going to want to do all those things, eat food and blah, 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 and the list goes on and on. And the more you do it, the more you're going to really enjoy cultivating a relationship with God. And you will see the miraculous things that come from it, the miracles that come from it, the things that God awards you for being obedient and listening. So this has been an amazing talk, everyone. I think I'm going to be doing these Q&As. Maybe on Mondays is a good day for Q&A. We'll see. Sundays is Positivity Sunday right now. And Monday will be Q&A Monday. And we'll see how it goes. I mean, I feel like it's good because a lot of you have a lot of questions. And I think it's so much better to spend a live answering questions. Yeah, you can find it. There you go. There it is right there. Luna just posted it. There's the school link. There's the Facebook link. And you can find us everywhere at Daren and Luna. Even on Twitch, we're at Daren and Luna. So follow us everywhere. And we hope to see you somewhere around the world. And we hope to see you maybe in our school platform, where we're building a beautiful community of like-minded individuals so we all can remember who we are, why we're here, and what we came here to do. I love you all, man. I'm going to get going. Thank you, Luna, for posting the information in the chat. Again, if you guys are following us and have the ability to hype our channel, we would greatly appreciate you tapping the hype button on any of our videos that it shows up. Again, you just have to swipe to the left, and then the hype button appears, and then if it's available, which it most certainly will be, because we have enabled it. We would greatly appreciate it because it will help these videos, our content, our channel get out to more people that need it. So it's a new thing that really is helpful to creators, and especially for video content, because long form videos just mostly go out to our supporters, our followers already. Shorts are the ones they really push out. So it really does help. Aliens took me on a tour of their spaceship. Oh, their mothership. Michael Jackson was also there. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's neat. Yeah, I've been taken on spaceships and given tours. I had many tours of the Galactic Federation spaceship for quite some time, about good, like almost a year. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Miami. Did you ask them why you were there or why you were on the spaceship? Again, yes, thank you all for the engagement, likes, subscribe, comment. Thank you for the super chats. Blessings to you all. Yes, blessings to you all. Like, subscribe, comment, share. From my heart to yours. Take care of yourselves and each other. You know the vibes. You know the drill. I'll see you on the next live, on the next video, or somewhere around the world. Until then, let's go!